Hi, my name is Joseph Weeks from Say Bye Boss. Welcome to my Mailvio review. Now, what's Mailvio? Mailvio is an autoresponder that has been created by Neil Napier, and it's an autoresponder that has top level features for what I would call an affordable price. The issue with most of the autoresponders, at least the big ones, Get Response, which I own already, and Aweber, is in when you actually, as you grow your business and you begin to get more and more subscribers, there's an incremental price and a cost to the subscriber base you have. So if you start off initially with 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers, you pay less. But by the time you start hitting 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, then your bill begins to grow exponentially. With Mailvio, it's a bit different. Mailvio allows you to have a one-time price for 20 up to 25,000 subscribers. And even though this one-time price might seem a bit steep, if you actually divide it into 12 monthly payments, it works out to be a lot cheaper than what you can get response for. So I'll just show you a comparison. So this is Get Response, and this is what you pay for Get Response if you have 25,000 contacts. You'll be paying it £110 a month. Now, if we change that to 5,000 contacts, for example, you'll be paying 35 pounds a month. Sorry, bearing in mind this is not even dollars, this is pounds. So in dollar terms, it could be up to $40 or more. Now, what you get for that, you get quite a bit. You get autoresponders, unlimited landing pages, sales funnels, and unlimited generated funnels, Facebook ads, and you can sell e-products and unlimited automation templates. But there's one feature that I think which Mailvio excels in terms of what it gives you for the price it's offering. And that's the ability to customize your emails in such a way that your workflow is more or less automated. For that, let me show you what the dashboard of Mailvio looks like and what it actually does. So this is Mailvio. The truth is I own both Mailvio and Get Response, and the reason why I bought Mailvio is because, or the reason why I subscribe to Mailvio is because you get amazing open rates. The IPs in Mailvio are pre-warmed, so what happens is by the time you start using your account, you can find out that your open rates are a lot better than a lot of what you find on the market. Even if you have your own SMTP, you've got to remember that your own SMTP, you have to make sure that the IPs are warmed up, and this could take a while, and it's also quite technical to get this done. So, and if you get it wrong, then what happens is obviously your IP gets banned, and all your emails will not be able to. You will not get any open rates, or they will not be delivered, because this is what a lot of the email clients do. So there are those inherent obstacles. But with Mailvio, because of what it is a platform built by marketers for marketers. A lot of these issues have been taken into consideration. Now, the Mailvio was launched in November, and that's when I got mine. But this new launch actually I think is actually better, and I'm almost tempted to write to them to ask why we weren't given these options in this relaunch. What they have is they've given you 25,000 up to 25,000 subscribers with unlimited. You can then send unlimited emails. In the version I got, you have to constantly buy credits, and what you get is one credit will equivalent to one email you send. So if you have 500,000 credits, that means that you can only send 500,000 emails. Now that's a lot of emails to send, but it also depends on the size of your business and what you're doing. So that's the other thing. The other aspect to this is They have stratas of IP um, of IP availability. For what I mean by that is this: in the basic, at the basic on the front end level, the IP address that you'll be using to send out your is used to send out your emails is more of a group one, a pool one. To get a better quality IP where fewer users have, you have to pay a bit extra, and that is an OTO. But I'll come to the prices of what those do, what that is, and how it invariably affect your businesses. But in a nutshell, what Mailvio is excellent at doing is actually open rates. So I give you an example. If you look at this contact, I've got two contacts here. I send them an email and look at that. I've got 35.29 open rates. Now that's almost unheard of, especially when it comes to um, um, marketing and emails that are actually sent out to contacts. It is that good. So what people say about Mailvio and its ability to inbox, it's all true. Now, what is the dashboard like? This is what it looks like. It looks very simple, and this is another thing about Mailvio because of what it can do. It's been created to be quite easy to begin to use. With Get Response, there's a bit of a learning curve. I don't really know about Aweber because I never really had Aweber, but there's a bit of a learning curve. Granted, Get Response can do a lot, but with Mailvio, it's really a step-by-step process. In essence, if you want to send an email, all you have to do is just click on the email tab, and that will take you to a page, and you can create an email. And the next step will be to fill in the information, the campaign name, subject line, and that will take you to the next tab, which will be, so campaign name could be Joan, subject line, how to send good emails. So it takes you to the next step, and you can then determine how you want or what kind of message you want to send. You can get access to templates here, which is which with a drag and drop editor. I prefer normally to use just a text editor because sometimes, like I said, some clients tend to want to restrict any email that comes to you which has any sort of images in them. Or if you have an email written or you had some kind of text which is already in HTML format, you could just come and paste the code on there. And you could just select one of these and then A, B, C, D, E, and I put that in and I save that, and that's more or less done. And then that takes me to the next step. So that is what that is how easy it is to send an email. Message cannot be less than 10 characters. Okay. I put a bit too few characters in here. Let's save. And then it takes me to the next step, and I have selected lists, and if I just take my first lists, do that, and I go here, and what it does, it gives me a preview of what it looks like, and when it gets to the schedule, what will happen will be it will determine whether I want to send it as at a different time, or I want to send it now. So that's with that. For the contacts, you obviously create different lists. You have your forms which you can create. I've already got one here, and you have your settings. And what these settings will do will be they will actually show you how to do a number of things. If you want to add more attributes, for example, to a list you have, this is where it gets done. So you can actually add, here you have the email and last name and first name, SMS, date. So if any other attributes that you think that you want to add, I don't know, you could add gender, you could add, that this is where it will be done. And also here you have a place where you can, for example, if you have a list and you have certain contacts that do not open up your email, this is a way of actually filtering them, so you could actually create methods by which you could filter out certain aspects of what contacts within your user list do, and you could actually set up a different kind of campaign to the ones you already have at present. So that's what that will do. Now, automation, this is really where Mailvio shines, because where you have to pay quite a bit of money to do certain things with the other bigger autoresponders, or some other autoresponders don't even have this feature at all. I have a number of autoresponders, and I have them for different purposes. So I have another autoresponder in which I only use to send email addresses which I have collected, which I don't believe are the best quality, because if you do send that with get response, or with Mailvio for that matter, you could be downgraded in terms of Mailvio, and with get response, you could actually get warned or your account could get shut down. So the email addresses I have that I will actually put in a double opt-in to ensure that these emails, just to find out whether these emails are really good enough. And they might have certain features, but the automation that you get from Mailvio is actually quite good. So to get that, you go to settings, and one of the things that you could do is you get a tracking code which you can put on your website. And what this does is, if one of your customers or one of your contacts goes to your website and clicks on any part of your website, it could trigger a response, and you can have certain emails already pre-configured, and that will send a message to your contact. So if in the case of abandoned carts, in the case of products that the customer has looked at, maybe they've looked at any offer you have on there and they haven't taken the requisite action to go further, you could then send off an email to them stating that they could get XYZ percentage off, and this is an incentive to enable them actually purchase that. So these are the kind of automated features that you can get with Mailvio. There is quite a good amount of training on there. You can see that you got the help feature. You click on that and it'll take you to a start guide, and you can just go through it and it'll show you all the steps that you want to do. So you can see that it gives you an idea of what you can do. So for example, if you have a set of people who are born on a particular day, and these are your customers, and you want to send them an email as to when their birthday is, the entry point for this will be a birthday, which will be already within the system, and you'll have a flow developed where once the date comes in, you send an automated email to your customer saying, happy birthday, we see that today's, and for this day only you can get 5% off. So everything is all geared towards enabling you automate and not just automate, but personalize the way you interact with your customers. And these have been proven to improve and increase your sales. So you can see the level of detail that you can go into for what you're getting with Mailvio. So you can see that you can see how the entry points are. So in this instance, if they go to visit your page, for example, and they click on it, you're allowed to wait 1 hour before you take the action out, and in the action you can send an email with a coupon or with some kind of offer you can send to them. So this is just the workflow of how that will work. And if you go to the next, so these are all ideas that you can be given on how to set up your workflow within the system, and it's pretty simple, to be honest with you. And this just gives you an indication of how the cookie identification system works and what it will do when the piece of code I showed you you put on your website will work. So you can see it's all step by step, and it helps you decide how you want to work with Mailvio. So that's said and done. Let's see, restart. I need to get out of here to go to. So where am I? Yeah, that's for if you want to have an exclusion list for certain customers. So these are my logs, and let me see. I think I've already set up one. Let's try to see. I have a workflow already set up. I took the liberty of setting up a workflow, and the workflow in essence was one that I created where if the customer clicked on let me see, it's inactive, view stats, edit. So yeah, a welcome message. So what the workflow was all about was if people subscribed into my list, yeah, there it is. This is what it looks like. This is the workflow I created earlier on. So you can see so if the customer is if I send out an email to anybody, or if anybody buys a product, I beg your pardon, from me, and they get registered onto my list, what happens is I have a welcome email that will get sent, and this welcome email is also the same email I'll use if you go to my website and you subscribe using the form to get a giveaway I have. So these two, as you can see, I've used 2 entry points for one email list, and this is how you can build up, and you can see you can add another entry point, so you can have multiple entry points for one template that you have. To develop the templates, this is where you go. So the templates can pretty much say whatever you want to say. So this is a template I have, is a welcome template, and it introduces me and my business, and it kind of the usual stuff, ask people to whitelist your email address, and gives any kind of incentives that you require. So the system is quite complete, and it works in ways in which allow you and enable you automate but personalize, and that's the key. With, like I said, I just showed you the system get of that the upgrades that you have with get response, and to get this level of automation or personalization with get response, you're going to have to pay top dollar. So it's no mistake that a lot of people also have Mailvio to use for this kind of very targeted penetration into users and customers. So the 2 huge attributes that Mailvio bring to the table are: one, it's inboxing, its ability to deliver your emails and open rates, and the second one has to be this feature, the feature that allows you to not just automate but personalize the automation that you have within your for your customers, because it's always a lot nicer when you have the personal touch. It's better for your branding, and invariably it's better for your business. This is the aspect that maybe a lot of other marketers who will be promoting this product would not talk to you about. So with that said and done, we're going to what we have to find out is what Mailvio actually costs. Now, this is no different from the last time. Mailvio costs for a one-time price for a year. Yes. Now it could be a bit misleading because it says a one-time price, and that almost sounds like as if you pay once and that's it. No, for a year's subscription, you pay $297, or you pay $37 a month. Now, I will encourage you to get in there as quick as possible because Mailvio opens today, and what tends to happen is the the price jump will occur after a certain number of people. They almost have like a cutoff, and once a certain number of people have purchased it at $37, it's going to go straight up to $47. So if some of you're thinking about please get in there, remember you have a 30-day money back guarantee, and if you find out that Mailvio is not or doesn't fulfill some of the aspects that you want from it, you can always send an email to them and you get a full refund. Now, Neil Napier, I said, who is the developer of this product, is a seasoned marketer. He has a lot of good products. He's well known, so this is not a cost. This is not an individual who is just going to set up software and support will not be there, or there will not be continuous upgrades. As you can see, the subscription model enables them to ensure that the quality is kept and a lot of the consistency. Because the other thing is this: sometimes when you have a pool of marketers within an IP address, you tend to find out that some people will invariably abuse the system, and this is why you find out that people like Aweber and GetResponse are so strict, because they do not want their IPs to be tainted. And Mailvio has that same kind of ethos. If it looks as if you are not playing fair, your account will be suspended immediately, and this is better for all other marketers who are trying to do things the right way. Now, my bonuses. I have a number of bonuses that I believe will be quite congruent and quite complementary to what Mailvio has to offer. The first of which is a course which is very, very good for YouTube. And why YouTube? I mean, it sounds as if, like, it's just an offshoot of what we're talking about in terms of an autoresponder. But YouTube is the second largest search engine, and it is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to drive free traffic. With any kind of autoresponder you have, the best way to actually utilize it is to get targeted customers or targeted leads. That's what YouTube does. It's almost a simple formula where if you have a channel, preferably an authority channel, people who come there looking for things will invariably be prompted to subscribe to your channel and to the offers you have. And links put in your videos or links put in your description could point towards Mailvio where you can build your list. So this is a way of creating traffic. The software is there on its own, but it does not teach you how to get leads or make money. It's a good tool in itself, because once you have got subscribers, it will help you maximize and optimize your leads. But how to get those leads, it doesn't teach you. So this is what my first bonus is all about. My second bonus is giving you email swipes. Now, it depends on what niche you are, because there are different kinds of niches and there are different kinds of emails. This is a list of 2,000 email swipes which have been proven to convert. And remember what I said to you in terms of the welcome template I created. That will have one of these swipes in it, where it'll help you create a structure by which you can actually introduce yourself, and you can actually create some kind of relationship with your subscribers. Remember, people often buy from people they know and they like and they feel comfortable with. So the journey towards getting a better nurtured customer list is the method by which you can optimize and gain better quality feedback and, in fact, better sales from them. So the third bonus I have is how to brand yourself. Now, this again seems quite, in terms of, it's different to what maybe you might find with other marketers. But what this does for you is branding is key, because you can imagine if a lot of email marketers are sending out emails to all their subscribers, what makes you stand aside from the other marketers? You have to have the ability to brand yourself,
because what your branding does, it says to your customers that this is what you stand for and this is what you'll get from me. And going forward and in the long term, this will actually be very, very useful. My fourth bonus has to do with traffic. And I've already given you an idea how to get traffic from YouTube. This is how to get traffic and some very, very specific traffic sources outside of that. It will work you through methods by which you can actually create leads and how you can actually get these leads to subscribe and invariably you be used in your autoresponder. And so that's my fourth bonus. My fifth bonus is the one I think will really help you a lot. Because I own the system as well, there have been certain tweaks I've had to undergo, and there's certain scenarios, exclusion lists, uploading your list onto the autoresponder, all these little things that you might take for granted. I'm not saying that they are problematic because it's fairly simple, but there are little tricks that you can actually add to enable you or ensure that things go smoother or things go quicker. Also, sometimes when you send up your first email, you might have a situation where your email does not inbox and it goes straight into the spam. Even though Mailvio is quite good at inboxing, there's certain techniques you can use and certain incentives you can give to customers to whitelist your email address. And these are the sort of things I put between in this document sent out to you, so that they'll help you as you go on your journey of working with Mailvio. And these are my 5 bonuses, and I think that these bonuses will actually help in terms of what you are trying to achieve in using this. So like I said to you, Mailvio goes live today, and you can see the price points. I hope that you have enjoyed my review of Mailvio. If you have, please give me a thumbs up if you did, or a thumbs down. Your review is very useful to me. And please don't forget to subscribe, I beg your pardon, to my channel, and you can get more reviews like this and more information and some freebies as well. I try to give free information there and on my website. Thank you very much for watching my review. Bye.